Good evening and welcome to our continuing coverage. It's a Badhta Bharat budget as we're calling it, and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has presented her record 7th consecutive union budget, the first budget of the Modi 3.0 Sarkar. Now this budget has envisaged sustained efforts of the government on 9 priority areas to create ample opportunities for all. The focus has been on jobs, on the middle class, on the poor and on allies. On the macroeconomic front, the Finance Minister reduced the fiscal deficit target to 4.5%. There came marginal relief for the Aam Aadmi, with the Finance Minister announcing a revised income tax structure under the new tax regime. Some taxes have also been hiked, like the long-term capital gains tax. But what also raised many eyebrows in political circles is how the Modi 3.0 government's first full-fledged budget has been generous in granting special wishes of its biggest allies, the NDA, which includes, of course, the JDU as well as the TDP. Now, while the chorus of the special category status for Andhra and Bihar has remained restricted to just surround sound, there are definite deliverables in the budget to keep the allies happy as well. Andhra Pradesh has been promised significant allocations, including 15,000 crores for the development of capital Amravati. Highlighting specific initiatives under the budget for Bihar, Finance Minister has said that the centre will arrange financial assistance for the state through aid from multilateral development agencies. The government has proposed 26,000 crores for various road projects in Bihar, and 21,000 crores have been reserved for power projects.
Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act. Our government has made concerted efforts to fulfill the commitments in Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act. Recognizing the state's need for a capital, we will facilitate special financial support through multilateral development agencies. 15,000 crore rupees will be arranged with additional amounts in future years. We will support development of an industrial node at Gaya. This corridor will catalyze industrial development of the eastern region. We will also support development of road connectivity projects, namely 1. Patna-Purnia Expressway, 2. Buxar-Bhagalpur Expressway, 3. Bodh Gaya, Rajgir, Vaishali and Darbhanga spurs, and 4. Additional 2-lane bridge over River Ganga at Buxar at a total cost of 26,000 crore rupees.
The special attention to Andhra Pradesh and Bihar is significant, as Telugu Desam Party and the JDU have emerged as kingmaker allies in the NDA coalition post the Lok Sabha polls. Chief ministers of both states have welcomed the announcements. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu said it will go a long way in rebuilding the state. Nitish Kumar has dismissed outrage over no special status, saying that financial aid for the state is what they had always demanded.
हम इसके लिए लगातार भूखते रहे और इन लोगों को भी हमने कहा, एक बात हो रहा था विशेष राज्य का दर्जा पहले से खत्म हो गया है। हम लोगों ने कह दिया कि विशेष राज्य का दर्जा दीजिए या विशेष अधिकार के लिए मदद दीजिए, यहाँ के लिए जो जरूरत है बिहार के लिए। अब उसी में उन लोगों ने कई चीजों का मदद करने का घोषणा कर दिया है।
This has a very futuristic budget in the sense we are not just creating a foundation for the coming 6 to 8 months, but also the coming 5 to 10 years. And I would like to personally thank the central government for putting a special focus on the development of Andhra Pradesh also. You have seen for the last 5 years under the leadership of Jagan Mohan Reddy as Chief Minister in the state of Andhra Pradesh, how the whole state has been destroyed. The idea of a capital in Amravati has been destroyed.
Opposition has branded the SOPs as some kind of an allurement to the allies of the BJP. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi called it Kursi Bachao budget, with either India allies also, in fact, which are echoing the same. In fact, some of the opposition are trying to create trouble by asking JDU and TDP to object and withdraw support, even though the allies are not complaining.
Budget पहला तो बहुत निराशजनक बजट है। दूसरा, ये अपना सिंहासन बचाने के लिए ये बजट किया गया है। और इतने हादसे रेलवे में हो रहे हैं, वो रेलवे का तो ऐसा हो गया ना इधर का ना उधर का। वो फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट जब भी गया, रेल डिपार्टमेंट, तब से या तो उसको ठीक ढंग से पैसे मिल रहे या भर्तियां नहीं हो रहे, उसके बारे में कुछ जिक्र नहीं किया। उन्होंने कर सकते थे।
अब मान लीजिए सरकार बचानी है तो अच्छी बात है कि बिहार को, आंध्र प्रदेश को कुछ विशेष पैकेज या विशेष योजनाओं से जोड़ा गया है। बेरोजगारी इन्होंने बढ़ाई है, 10 साल में जो इतनी बेरोजगारी बढ़ गई उसको कैसे कम करें, और वो भी आधी अधूरी नौकरी से।
अरे ये तो कुर्सी बचाओ बजट है। उनको कुर्सी बचाने के लिए जो पार्टी को लिए कुर्सी बचाते हैं उनके लिए बजट है। एनडीए वाला जो है उसका साथ नीतीश कुमार और आंध्र प्रदेश का, उनको सेव करने के लिए, उनको पास में रखने के लिए इसका बजट है। ये इंडिया का बजट नहीं है, देश के लिए बजट नहीं है।
And Finance Minister has taken on the critics. She said that allocations are based on national parties and priorities, in fact, and not just on coalition compulsions.
जिन इंडी अलायंस का मेंबर्स साथ होकर के भी 230 पार नहीं किया, और जहां बीजेपी अकेला 240 तक पहुंचे, कुर्सी बचाने के बात करने वाले पार्टियों थोड़ा सोच ले। उनके अलायंस 230 कुल मिलाकर कितनी पार्टियां थे? 25, 26 पता नहीं, मैं गिनी नहीं, बट इंडी 37 पार्टीज कुल मिलाकर के 230 पार नहीं किया, और वो बोल रहे हैं कुर्सी बचाने के लिए। हर स्टेट का उनके अपने अपने प्रोजेक्ट्स जो प्रोसेस के चलते हुए आता है, उन सबको हम मानते हैं, और जरूर उनको जो फाइनेंस करना है वो हम करेंगे।
All right, taking this across to our guest now. Joining us with us is Konda Vishweshwar Reddy, who's a spokesperson of the BJP and in fact a member of parliament of the BJP. I beg your pardon. We have Vijay Kumar, who's Neela Paile, who's from the TDP, and in fact we also have Vivek Bansal, senior leader of the Congress party. Abbas Haider is a national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Riju Datta is a national spokesperson of the TMC. Riju Datta, we saw a tweet coming in from the TMC earlier today and a comment that the centre has been unfair to states which they are not in alliance with, or those parties who are not backing the BJP at the centre. What do you have to say about this claim, and do you think that the announcements of the Nirmala Sitharaman, who's the finance minister, to the states of Andhra Pradesh and Bihar are significant in that light?
Look, Madhav, I'll be very straightforward because this budget that was presented today is a complete failure with zero warranty. It was presented by a failed finance minister of a failed government. This was not a union budget. It was an Andhra BJP budget, and it was a bribe to its alliance partners to keep this Mili-Juli Sarkar buoyant. And that is crystal clear to everybody in this country. There is not, and Bengal, from Bengal you collect GST, no problems. You take taxes from Bengal. The center owes Bengal 1,71,000 crores. Has anything been mentioned about Bengal? Bengal has been overlooked, deprived and ignored again and again. Why? Because BJP cannot electorally win Bengal. This is what we are saying. There is nothing for the poor, middle class, underprivileged, SC, ST, railway, nothing in the budget. Some for the crony capitalists and everything for Bihar and Andhra. क्योंकि ये disabled government चलाना है हमको. This is a complete farce. What happened today in the parliament in the name of a budget is a complete farce. I do not understand why BJP does this every time. When a budget comes, the entire country watches the budget with bated breath that there will be something from the salaried caste, there will be something for the poor, the dollar prices will come down, the petrol prices will come down, the inflation will come down, there will be jobs. There is nothing for rural job schemes. There is nothing for Manrega. There's nothing there.
Let me bring in the TDP spokesman on that note. You heard Mr. Vijay Kumar Neelapalem. You heard what has been stated there by Riju Datta. He says this is something which is tantamount to an allurement that has been given by the centre to the ally, the TDP. Please respond to what he said.
Yeah, it's a very sad allegation from a co-state actually. See, first I would say that Andhra is very happy today. After a lapse of 10 years, Andhra was bereft of any support from the centre, whichever party it might be. So first time it was the centre, it may be Congress or it may be BJP, who has divided the state. So it is the responsibility of the centre to help the state to build a capital. They have just given some support after 10 years. The people who are speaking today should hear 2014 said 24, where one got a single pie. It is only Venkaiah Naidu who has given 1,000 crores for underground drainage system. Apart from that, nothing has come to Andhra Pradesh. This was the first time some substantial amount has come for a state, for a vibrant state, for an old state. 1953, the state has been, formed. Andhra Pradesh has been formed in 1956. After almost 70 years, a state has been divided and it was built of the capital. So, if a paltry sum of 15,000 crores has been given to build a state capital, why all the people are crying? They are falling from their seats. This is utterly unfortunate. And we haven't, what else we have got? Whatever we have got, the corridors and all, it is, see the Amritsar Howrah corridor, it passes through Bengal to Punjab. Same way, the corridor of Chennai to Vizag, which has been given, it passes through Andhra. The corridor from the industrial corridor from Bangalore to Hyderabad, it passes through Andhra. What else was there? It was only the capital thing. We were asking capital and Polavaram. Polavaram was a national project, national irrigation project that has been made promised as per the Bifurcation Act of 2014. Still after 10 years, the project still lies there. So you can understand the issues beneath the thing. So these are the two main demands that has been made. And BJP as a coalition partner has agreed, and we three have contested together.
Let me bring in Vivek Bansal on that note. Vivek Bansal, what we are asking for is only a rightful due. That's what the TDP spokesperson has said, and nothing that we have got apart from building the city of Amravati, which was, of course, Polavaram, which was promised as part of the Bifurcation Act, which actually happened at the fag end of the UPA 2 tenure.
Well, Madhav, thank you so very much. Whatever my friend was saying, I was listening to that. Whatever I could get, he was mentioning about the fact that after 10 years, the central government has paid any heed to it. So he himself is justifying the fact that just to save power, this Bonanza has been allocated to Andhra and Bihar. So that's what the opposition has been alleging and putting the ruling party on the dock that they have been, it is just to save their own government and to appease the allies and their crony capitalism. That is, you very well know. There is nothing for the common man. There is nothing being talked about MSP for the farmers. There is nothing to talk about the subsidy on fertilizers. There is no relief on petroleum products as far as prices and all are concerned. Then rail accidents, train accidents are taking, every second day you would hear about train accidents taking place and casualties galore. And despite that, nothing is extra package for rail recruitment as far as manpower is concerned and modernization of railways are concerned, so that lest we are able to obviate these accidents and these casualties which are taking, innumerable casualties which are taking place day in and day out. And when you talk about UPA government had given lots of schemes. It may be Manrega, it may be Health Mission, RTI, and schemes like that. But
okay.
Where are the guarantees?
Stay with us, Mr. Bansal. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the cuts as far as health and education are concerned. Opposition raising those issues as well. But for the moment, we're going to slip into a quick break. We're going to come back on the other side with more aspects of the allegations that are going back and forth between the Congress and the BJP and, of course, other opposition parties and the NDA allies. Stay tuned. And we're discussing, of course, the budget and the political fight that's currently underway. In fact, Mr. Vishweshwar Reddy, there's one aspect of this fight that's also being seen. There's a credit war. Now we see the Congress coming forth and saying that you've copied our ideas that were part of our manifesto, from the ELI to even the angel tax, as well as the various schemes to provide internship.
I think I should thank the Congress party for acknowledging that we don't see a budget as a political war. If there are anything from Congress government, whether it's a scheme or a policy, we did copy and enhance it. There's so many things the Congress did right, whether it's MNREG scheme or various things. So I think there's nothing wrong with copying the right things and making them even better. And specifically, I'd like to point out a few things like MNREG scheme. Firstly, the amount is increased. Just now, one of the gentlemen said that, there's nothing. I think the first speaker, Mr. Riju, I think, was mentioned. There's MNREG, nothing. Actually, it increased almost by 42%, from 60,000 crores to 86,000 crores. And not only the MNREG scheme was increased, the way it was implemented, no real asset was built. The party differentiate between MNREG scheme was viewed as a freebie to doling out money to the unemployed. But this one, the policy changed. There was a material component, and assets are being built today in a MNREG scheme. The 150 rupees, they talk about inflation, but look at the increase. The MNREG scheme was 150 rupees per person per day. Now it is 300 rupees, 100% increase. So there is nothing wrong in taking. In fact, they should be happy and appreciate the budget.
Right. I'd like to bring in Abbas before I come to Riju. One second. Let me bring in Abbas. He's not yet got a turn to speak. Abbas, Haider, the allocations are increasing. The complaints of state are not really merited because of the kind of, the kind of politics that we've been seeing. Of course, this is a position that has been taken by the BJP. But what's very interesting is that Mr. Vishweshwar Reddy is accepting that indeed these are copied, or they could have been copied from the various schemes of the Congress party.
Well, first of all, it is just a usual budget that has been given by the Bharatiya Janata Party, a gimmickal budget. It has got nothing for the taxpayer. Basically, it has got nothing for the farmer, the Annadata Kisan. And there have been measures in the manifesto of different political parties of the India Alliance, but they were first aid. But the Bharatiya Janata Party has not given any long-term measures to, combat the difficulties which have been, faced by the economy at this time. See, we need, policy changes. There is a policy making problem in the country, which needs to be done by the Bharatiya Janata Party first thing. If you look at the budget for the agriculture and allied sector, as they mentioned it in the budget, so the percentage of allocation from the percentage of budget, it has been reduced from 3.20% to 3.15%. In 2019, it was 5.44% of the budget. So similar is the situation. If you compare the education budget for the educational sector, if you compare the UPA and the NDA, 10 years of NDA, the percentage spent on the education is also declined rapidly.
All right. We'll have to leave it there. I'm sorry, Abbas, we are out of time. I'd like to thank you, Vivek Bansal, Vijay Kumar Neelapailam, as well as Riju Datta and Konda Vishweshwar Reddy. Certainly, of course, not the last word yet that we've seen as far as the controversies surrounding the budget are concerned, but remains to be seen really how this allied trouble really pans out as far as the allegations are concerned. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.